Calisto here, and welcome back to a new episode of Project Ozone Lite. Oh yes, woo, woo, let's get out of this view. So, today we're finally gonna get into the Botania. So I have some poppies, I have a dandelion, and I have some bone meal. Now, I think I mentioned this at the very earliest beginning of the series, when we started up over here, that I have started and created a random world several times so that we could be in a plains biome, so it would be easier for us down the road. We saw that also when we did the end portal and we needed a pink flower, I think it was. So we go around bone meal and get some different flowers. You can vein mine the grass in case you didn't know. So we're gonna do this a whole bunch of times and get a bunch of poppies and a bunch of red flowers. So we can make yellow dye and red dye. Why do we need red dye and yellow dye? Because we want to make this floral fertilizer. We can make some from the living root, which we mined from the roots up there. And we're gonna do the rest with red dye and yellow dye. So this is the one we're gonna use at the moment. So we get 8. I have a few done already, so this is the most to show you guys. And when we use this on the grass, we get the mystical flowers that we're gonna need. So we're gonna do this until we have all the types. Just spam it all and collect them all. And when you have all the flowers, I have them in the chest over there, you can take the flower and transform it into 2 mystical white petals. So each flower, if we do mystical, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16 flowers, 16 colors, same as with the wool and all that stuff. And every flower has a 2 tall variant. So what we do is we take our 2 petals and we right click on the grass, we plant them, and then we bone meal them so we get 2 tall. And when we cut them with shears, we get tall mystical white flowers, and each of these gives us 4 petals. So then we have 8. And we plant these 8. And we bone meal them. Then we shear them. And boom, we have 32. So we're gonna do this for all the flowers, and it's gonna take a minute, but once we have them all done, we'll be right back. So a little while later, we have a ton of petals, all the colors, and I've, reserved 6 spots for each. So we're gonna take 1 pink because it seems at a glance that's what I have the most of. And inside here we have some cobblestone and some slabs, and with a petal we have a petal apothecary or something like that, which is basically what this is all about. So we just gonna put that there. Do we have buckets? We have buckets. We're only gonna need 1, so let's keep 1 and store the rest. And we fill this up with water. Now, did I get... No, I didn't. So we need a few more things. So we need a pure daisy and 8 living rock and 8 living wood. So if I look at pure daisy, it says 4 white petals in the petal apothecary. We're gonna do, let's see, 1, let's do 4, that would be fine. So we're gonna need the bucket. This shares of winter, you get these in loot bags, so if you find them, keep them, because they don't have durability, they last forever, which is good. So we just press Q, and it tells us that we need to insert a seed to get the pure daisy. So that's real easy. Oh, Is there a way to reset? I don't know. Yeah, shift right click. Haha. And the seed. So there's 4 of that. Let's put these guys down. One there, and one there. Now the next thing we're gonna need is stone and wood. Did we get the pure daisy? No, we did not. Detect. Oh well. We'll get around to it. So we surround these with logs. And the other 2 we surround with stone. Now the Botania is gonna work its magic. You see the particle effect, which means we are doing something correctly. Then we wait. And here we go. Takes a few seconds and it starts turning into what's called living wood and living rock. So let's vein mine that. Do I have my axe? I do. Get that. There we have it. So I'm gonna finish transforming this here wood and the stone, and we'll be back in a second. And while we wait for the last batch of the wood and the rock, let's make our wand. Let's grab some petals. I like to keep mine a bit green because it's like basically my color. So let's do those. And let's see, wand. So we're gonna need, what was it? 3 of those. Like so. So we're gonna do that, that, and that. And let's do a light green and a dark green. Yay. That's very good. So we have that, and we also need a mana pool. Where is this? So we're gonna do, let's make 2 right off the bat. So there's that. Now, one of the first flowers he wants us to make is the endo flame. So we're gonna do a few of those. The endo flame is 2 browns, 1 light gray, and 1 red. So let's make, I don't know, 3 of these. There's 1. And another important thing is the mana spreader. So we're also gonna make 2 of these. Again, we're gonna use the pink ones because we have a lot of those. So we're gonna put it up over here. So we're gonna put one there, one there, and we'll put the other one like so. We'll put our mana spreader like that with a pool over here. And now we need our wand. Shift right click. Shift right click like that. So now mana generated by these will be sucked up by the spreader and put into the pool. And in order to make mana with the endo flames, we need some coal. So let me grab 3 coal blocks, and you press Q and throw them at each of the flowers, and they'll get, you know, sucked up and put into the mana pool. So there's how you do that, JC. Shift right click with the wand. Haha. Now, since we are being clever and we have put up our loot bags with these guys, so if you take like, let's try 5 of these, I think we can just drop this and they generate a ton of mana in the pool. Instantly half full, which is excellent. So there's that. So he wants us to make leaf decay, culinary, XP, and lava. So let me get what do I need for this? Mana pool, mana spreader. Okay, we need hydro or something. Okay, let me get that one and these 4, and we'll move along. Okay, it looks like I spoke a bit too soon. We'll not be making these because these required some runes that we get once we get a bit further into Botania. So I'm about to make some mana pearls and mana diamonds. Let's see how I'm thinking to do a half stack of each. So hopefully there's enough mana for that. If not, we'll sacrifice a few more orchids. Can I drop them all? Yes, I can. Haha. And with the pearls and the diamonds, we can make ourselves what's called a runic altar. Let's do pearl because we got a million of them. So there's that. Should give us another quest and another loot chest. We use the runic altar to create runes. Let's put that there. So our entire goal for Botania is to get Terrasteel ingots, which we needed for something or another. I can't remember. We're gonna need a few of those because we would like to get ourselves some Terrasteel seeds, which require 4 ingots and Supremium Essence and Tier 5. This is like endgame stuff, but we want that. At least 4, and we needed it for something else also. What was that? What was that? Is that a mechanism? No. I feel we looked into it just recently. Ah, yes, of course. We need it for the Master Infusion Crystal. That's what. So we need 5 ingots. 5 ingots is what we need. And to get that, we need the Terrasteel plate, which requires all the different kind of runes. Block of mana steel should be easy. Yes, it is. Let's make 2. Whoops. On the top, it's lapis. Yeah. So we need water, earth, mana, air, and fire. Which is mana steel, mana powder, nether wart, we got gunpowder and requires. What is mana powder? It's gunpowder in the mana pool. Right, so let me get into the runes and we'll be right back. The first rune is water. So we right click all the ingredients and we have a mana spreader next to a mana pool and shift right click to send mana to it. And you can see the rune to the right with a green indicator, and it'll ask for a living rock. Right click and right click with the wand gives us. So we have now 4. So right click, right click, right click, right click, right click, and wait for it. So while we're in the process of making these runes, I just want to add that I'm gonna make like 8 to 10 of each rune, like just right off the bat, because well we can. So let's make ourselves another fishing rod, because I have 1 too short, so this is 6. So this will bring us up to 8, and 1 more should give us 10. 10 of each would be a good start, I think. And we're back. It's the next day for me, and just thrown some overflowing seeds for reprocessing into the things. So we had 20,000 in ferrum here, 26,000 there, 7,000, 2.5, and 5,000. So we have dirt essence and stone essence. So we have all the essence basically of these farms. Bit more stone than dirt, which is fine. I don't think we're gonna need that much dirt anyway. Probably not stone either, but hey, at least we have it. Or I mean, the dirt is growing faster than no, the stone is growing faster than the dirt because we don't have that many of these things yet. But we'll get to that. I'll probably do that off cam. So I've been making a ton of the runes, and we are about to create this thing, Terrasteel agglomeration plate or something. Requires one of each rune, 3 blocks of lapis and a block of mana steel. Mana steel is just iron thrown into the pools, so this should be in the middle, and there are supposed to be a couple of sparks. How do I place the sparks? Aha. Over there, and then what? Okay, I think I'm gonna read the book again. Or is it just like... Is that a thing? Oh, that picks that up. Okay, I gotta read the book. Okay, so apparently I've done this thing wrong. So we need to break that, break these. Let me look in the book again. Right. This and that and this and such. And we'll do boom, 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 boom. And like that. Then we can put down the plate. Then we're gonna need our Terrasteel, and it said mana diamond and mana pearl. Mana pearls and mana diamonds. So do I just throw it at it? No, right click. Then does anything happen? Probably not. So they are sending stuff. Okay, let me figure this one out. Right, I figured it out. I put the other spark on top of, just right clicked on top of the plate, and it's now doing a thing. So apparently this requires a lot of mana, it takes some time, and these should make our Terrasteel, which we need 5 of. And there we have it. I just gotta say, the amount of mana this process drinks, it's insane. So I really can't imagine being able to do this without having some form of blacker lotus and black lotuses readily available, or at least you need an insane amount of flowers, constantly channeling mana down the line. But there we have it, 5 Terrasteel. So in order to make our master infusion stone, we're gonna need 4 fresh ones of these guys. Like so, and we're also gonna need some supremium essence, which is gonna take a minute, but I'm thinking I'm gonna try and get that done just like off cam, because there's gonna be a whole lot of making the previous and the previous and the previous. I'll try and do some math and see how much we need, and we got 1, so it's not undoable. And here we have the Master Infusion Crystal, which is perfect. Real quick, at the end of the day, we're gonna make some patterns for the things, and there's also a supremium, no? There should be one more, there it is. Insanium essence. So there we have them, the 5 different essences, and we're gonna put those into here, and we're gonna do, let's start at the bottom and put them at the end, 1 for each. So that should give us the things we can do, and we got more chests, which is good. And I'm gonna also make some patterns for the crafting seeds, and once that's done, we'll be right back. And there we have our tier 5 crafting seed and Terrasteel seed. Let's go and plant this bad boy real quick. So put you there. So there we have it. Basic Botania. It's a quite decent mod. It's very polished and everything works. But it's very grindy having to orchestrate all these flowers and feed them whatever and all that stuff. So it's not really my kind of mod, but it's not the worst mod you can have in a pack. Especially if you mix it with mystical agriculture and can grow all this stuff. I'm gonna do some editing and see how much time we have left, and we'll be right back. To finish off the episode, we're gonna do one last thing. So the reason we started all this, beside getting the Terrasteel, was to get sea lanterns. So I made an alchemy catalyst, which are living rock, gold, mana pearl, and 2 brewing stands. And brewing stands are just cobblestone and blaze rods, so that's easy. And I placed that underneath this mana pool, so you can see it right here. And now if we drop, you can see it on the screen, if we drop quartz in here we get shards. So we're gonna do that. And then we drop shards to get prismarine crystals. Perfect. Then we can make sea lanterns. We do that again like so, and let's just insert all of this stuff into our system, and we have almost a full stack. And with this we can make the growth crystal tier 1s. We're gonna need compressed bone black. Let's make, I don't know, 4 stacks. Dirty glass. Let's make 2 stacks, I don't know. And we have 51. Perfect. This, I have 1 over here, yeah? Yeah, I got 1 in the end over here. We got that, so if we do, it checks up and down, so we can do like so. This is gonna greatly improve our rates. Oh, and 1 over here. 2, 3. So this is how it's gonna look for all levels. It's gonna, yeah, it's gonna do med stuff, I guess. We're gonna do, of course, the same thing down here with these guys. So they do check in a 9x9 radius. That's gonna do all the good stuff. And I made a redstone down here also, which is good. So that's what we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed our little Botania experiment, and please make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.